Can you hear all the birds? We were supposed to get 1 to 3 inches of snow last night, but we didn't get it. And there was no sign of snow at all. And now it starts snowing. But they seen swans at Creamer's Field. So migration is starting. That's a good sign. Not the snow. Good morning, bear watchers. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with all of the videos now. I've got 2 videos uploaded, started editing them, and just stopped. I don't know. I think somewhere in one of the videos I may have talked about Mary wanted to switch over the monetization because she's moving and I'm the one doing the videos. And we have a bank account that's linked for the 2 of us, and that's what we use for our videos. And she wants to take her name off of that account. She wants to, separate everything we have together. So I'm going to take over the monetization for the channel, and it was kind of meant to become, just extra income for my retirement when I retire. And it's a real pain to do the taxes. It is a real big pain. And because it's not a separate business and you have to claim it on your regular taxes, it kind of bumps you up into a next tax bracket. So you have to pay a lot of taxes on your own income. Yeah. So it's different. So, but we tried to switch it over and lost it. We lost all the monetization. We had to close it, and we're having a hard time restarting it so that way, we can be monetized. Right now it's showing that we do have monetization, but it's pending. And they sent me information to put all of my stuff on there, but we don't know because it will be the same email and the same bank account. We don't know if it's going to get kicked out of there. We'll see. It's one thing after another. We do have some really exciting things going on. It's not all doom and gloom. And we'll share that soon. And that's kind of why, I didn't put up a Friday video. So there you go. I'm gonna drink my smoothie and head to work and try to get the dogs inside because it's starting to snow heavier. Poor Bean is not feeling good this morning. Yeah, shake off before you come in. Oh my goodness. It didn't work. You're covered with nose.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground.
Well,
I hear the sound.
here's the spread for the party. Kind of picked over a little bit. People are still coming and going.
So all that's left is you.
Oh gosh, that smells so good. Oh, barbecue. All the fixins. And the bird gets to visit with everybody today. Bean and Kip want out something horrible. And then there's s'mores things outside. So they're all barbecuing out there.
Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight. lonely wind is passing by. Tries to carry
Are you trying to talk to me?
that it finds.
Oh, now you're going to ignore me.
Walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like we're made of
So this is what I put in that chocolate drink that you saw. I'll put like a quarter cup of this with actually a half a cup of water. So that'll make a little bit more than half of this. And then I'll put just a little bit of this because it's going to be sweet enough with these two in there. Just gives it a little bit of a different flavor. I like the salted caramel. And then put, the rest half and half in there. And that's it. I blend it up with my handy dandy blender. And yummy. And protein. Hello, bear watchers. I covered him up. He's not happy. He heard me start talking. He's like, wait, I'm supposed to talk too. Poor bird. Yeah, dogs are outside, so I've got no distractions other than the wash machine's going to spin here in a minute, so I don't know how loud that's going to be. I went and got a massage today. That's the first massage I've had since August, I think. I think August was the last time I had a massage. Maybe July. The therapist that I was seeing her every 2 weeks a couple of years ago. And then I had to go down to once a month because we were using funds for trips and stuff. And then, things kind of got out of hand and I had to quit for a little while. And I just started going back once a month, and then she informed me that she's moving to Oregon. And I was like, no! So we've been trying to trade at work, and that doesn't happen either. And finally I told the girls at the front desk, I said, you know what, I need a massage. And they said, oh my gosh, one of the girls just put a day that she had taken off. She put it back on her schedule. And so I got on there. I do have one of the other girls owes me a massage at work because we were going to trade instead of paying each other. I had thought about having her pay this other girl, and I thought, you know what? I am still going to try to get on her schedule because I don't work Mondays, but they work Mondays, and Mondays is notorious for people canceling. It's the beginning of the week, or they get called to work, or, unexpected things happen on Mondays and Saturdays, actually. So the midweek is usually better when it comes to our schedules, but Mondays and Saturdays are kind of, we're trying to find people at the last minute when people cancel at the last minute. But so I'm going to try to get on her schedule again. She's got some big vacations coming up, so I don't know. So hopefully. But I didn't put up a Monday video because I had something in mind, and then with Mary's party and everything, it just got to be too much. And as you know, the last couple of weeks were just a lot. I do have somebody coming out to look at the roof on Wednesday. You'll probably be seeing this on Friday, so I will know by then. Oh, and the heating and cooling guy, he came out to look at my water tank, and he said, no, I don't know where that's leaking from. He said it should be okay for now because it was dry when he came. And I told him it looked like it was leaking from the bottom because there's nothing else wet around it or on top of it, or, and it's not the overflow because I got a bucket there to see if I can tell, if it's the overflow. But it's coming from, there's like a plastic cover around the bottom, and you can see, water in that plastic cover. So it's leaking from the bottom somehow. And he said they shouldn't do that. And it's not the kind that, like I said, where you need to drain it. He said, no, that's not the kind. He said it's a closed system. So it just holds water and it shouldn't have any issues. So we'll see. I mean, if it starts leaking more, then I guess I'll have to replace it. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's all dry, but it's leaking from somewhere. The overflow bucket it's dirty, but it's not wet in there. And sometimes you can see water pool up in that plastic. So I don't know where it's coming from. It is coming from the water heater somehow, or yeah. I don't know how, I have no clue how much those cost. And I also talked to him about switching over to natural gas. And he said that the furnace that I have, because it's a newer furnace, is more efficient than what it would take for natural gas to heat a house this size. So that's a thing too. So I guess I'll stick with fuel as long as we can still get fuel. I mean, we have a pipeline here in Alaska. We should be able to get fuel, right? Say hi, Mary. She came down. She's working today. Look, there's an Amazon truck. They're in our neighborhood a lot. It's crazy. Well, almost all the houses in our neighborhood are young people, like Mary's age. So that's, a thing. I think that's a young people thing. Order off of Amazon all the time. Although I get teased because I have all my packages go to the work, and the problem that I've had with them leaving packages. The bark box last time, it was delivered UPS. It's been delivered UPS. Like I said, they don't deliver to Alaska anymore, but I was grandfathered in, so they're having UPS deliver my bark boxes. He put it up on the fence way over here on this side at the end of where my cantilever gate meets the other fence, and he shoved it in between. So it's it looked like an end cap to the fence. It was strange. But yeah, and then the way he shoved it on there, it kind of opened the box a little bit. So there's a little dental chew thing in there for the dogs. It fell out. At first, Heather thought maybe they shoved a candy bar in there. As delivery people. But yeah, I have all of my stuff delivered to my office, and at our work party they have nicknames that they do, and then they'll do some kind of weird posters. This year they were wanted posters, and mine was the Amazon smuggler. Because I get so many Amazon packages at work. But I do get monthly orders, and sometimes those orders are split into 2 or 3. This month they did come all in one big box. And I think last month they came all in one big box, except for I had a little envelope that came later because the company was out of that product or something and had to restock. But yeah, just Alaska things. So we're all worried about, tariffs up here because, as we're cut off from the lower 48. Everything has to come through Canada or has to come by barge. So the barges get tariffed and Canada gets tariffed, and, we have to absorb that up here in Alaska. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Supposedly, if we go to a tariff nation, then that will eliminate our federal income tax. So, saving 23% of your income, you can afford to pay some tariffs, Yeah, I think up here, because we're doing the YouTube and stuff, 25% of our taxes actually goes to the federal government. It's scary. But other countries do that. They pay lots of taxes, but they have their medicals paid for, and their, I don't know, just they don't pay taxes at all. It's interesting. Anyways, tell me if you're one of those countries. That's, I think I have a friend that lives in Australia, and she used to tell me about, how expensive things were, but, you don't pay taxes, and all of your medical is covered, and you have no problems getting into the hospital. I know in Canada, they have problems getting into the hospital when they need to. Emergencies, I guess, are okay, but, getting appointments for surgeries and stuff is another story. Anyways, I'm blabbering a lot, and this is getting long, but the Monday Measure thing that I wanted to do was an update on my weight loss, because the last couple of weeks I've been very stressed, and I've been cheating and getting very sick from the cheating. So like somebody had explained to me, well, you've detoxed for 4 weeks, now you put something in your body that your body doesn't want. I got a Thai tea at a restaurant, and the Thai tea didn't even taste good to me. Like, I love them, but it didn't even taste good to me. But I choked it down because it was $6 for, the glass of Thai tea, and I got really sick. I got nauseous sick, and then I had rice with my dinner, and that did okay because I've been doing rice if I don't feel so good. But I think I had rice 3 days in a row. And then with Mary's party, I had a couple of those Costco cookies, and I had a migraine. I had a migraine the next day. It was awful. So I was down for the count, and I didn't do anything. And that's another reason why the Monday Measure didn't go up. So I've been sitting at the same weight for 3 weeks now. I think it's 2 weeks, because I was down and then I went up. So I was finally under 200 pounds. I was at 198, and then I went up to 200, and I've been 2 weeks. I've been 200 for 2 weeks. I was so excited to see under 200 pounds, but I need to stay away from the stuff that bothers me, and thinking about that, I had to think about all the things that I know that bother me that I do eat and I really enjoy, like rhubarb stuff. That really bothers me. Strawberries really bother me. What else? Kiwis, they bother me. It's just, gotta keep track of yourself, and, especially when, like keto, you're food eliminating. So when you put that stuff back in, you really realize it. You really notice the difference. It's like, like the migraine yesterday. It's like, oh, what did I eat the day before? I had, like I said, I had the 2 cookies, and then I had a s'more with the Reese's peanut butter cup. And I know those Reese's peanut butter cups really bother me too. I used to love them. I can make my own keto. I really can. Okay, I gotta let the dogs in because they're getting underneath the grill because I cooked stuff and I didn't clean the pan. Okay, well, probably show you more things along the way this week, and I'll see you later in the video.
Now, somebody asked me my supplement routine. It's actually a lot of supplements throughout the day. So I do take this seed on an empty stomach in the morning, and it's not sponsored, but I do have a code that would help me if you put my name down. So if anybody was thinking about doing this and you haven't done it yet, and you know you want to try it out, I'll give you a code. But yeah, I do that seed. That's a probiotic. And it's like a symbiotic. So it actually, it's good for your colon and your stomach. So I got that. And then this, I just take if I have like, heart palpitations, or I get too much anxiety, or, so I don't take that on a regular basis. So this on an empty stomach in the morning, and then when I take my smoothie, I take this. This was recommended by my nurse practitioner. It's got 8 different types of magnesium in it. And then I take this one. It's a D3K2, and it's a combination. There's a bunch of things in there that work together. And this cod liver oil is a very good type of cod liver oil. You'll only find it in the refrigerated section at the vitamin store. It needs to stay in the refrigerator. That's the best type to take. And then I take this as a blood sugar regulator. I take that in the morning, and then I take a regular. This is 50,000 IUs, and I take that every morning. I know people think that, you can get too much vitamin D. I don't think so, because I used to be a sun worshiper. I don't get sun here. I do not get out in the sun anymore unless it's summer. So I definitely need this in the wintertime. And then at lunch, I'll take another one of these. With some niacin and a timed vitamin C. And sometimes if I feel like I'm sniffy or coming down with something, I'll take this in the morning too. And then I take cruciferous greens and an omega fish oil. Now this one's from Costco. It doesn't have to go in the refrigerator. And then at night, I take ashwagandha, and I just started this. This actually seems to be working better than the regular magnesium glycinate. This is a combination. And I actually am sleeping better. So that's kind of nice. And then I take 3 of these, vitamin B1s. It's supposed to shut off your brain, so you don't get up in the middle of the night and start, the self-talk. And then I take some turmeric. So that's my routine. It's actually a lot of supplements. I do have probably about half of it. Yeah, I wouldn't say half, but a good portion of it comes from Amazon, and then a lot of it comes from Costco, and then the rest of it comes from, Sunshine, the health food store here. So there you go. Lots of stuff. I saw footprints in the slush. And I was like, who's been here? The UPS guy actually brought the bark box up to the door, and it's kind of raining, so they put it in a bag. How nice. So happy his foot is better. Are you jealous? Are you jealous? What's a hex? Let the Kippy play once in a while.
You're such a good boy.
Oh my goodness. Bean would be after it. Kip's like, nah, I'm not going under there. He's like, I'm done. Did he grab something else?
Oh, no.